Hi, I'm Bill Shea, the Director of Toronto Water Distribution and Collection with the City of Toronto, and I'm here to help you prevent basement flooding. Today we're going to talk about weeping tiles, sump pumps, dreaded sewer backups, backwater valves, severing and capping your pipes, and the financial subsidies you can get from the city when you install flood prevention devices in and around your home. So if you're ready to get started, let's learn how to protect your home from basement flooding. So let's talk about weeping tiles. What are they? What do they do? Well, weeping tiles, also known as foundation drains, are underground pipes that run along the outside of your home's foundation. The pipes have tiny holes in them and are designed to collect rainwater or groundwater and direct it away from your home, stopping your basement from flooding. So why are they called weeping tiles? Well, the name originated from when terracotta tiles and clay pipes were used for drainage in old houses. The clay pipes were designed to be porous and weep rainwater or groundwater into the surrounding soil. Weeping tiles connect into your home's plumbing beneath your basement floor, sometimes in several locations. If the corners of your basement floor are damp or keep getting wet, it could be a sign that your weeping tiles aren't working properly and need to be repaired or replaced. If your weeping tiles are connected to the sewer system, it's recommended you have them disconnected and install a sump pump and backwater valve to help prevent basement flooding. And we'll talk about what sump pumps and backwater valves do in a moment. If you're not sure if you have weeping tiles or if they're connected to the sewer system, call a licensed plumber. They'll be able to tell you more about your home's sewer system. The plumber can use a camera to inspect your sewer system to make sure all your weeping tile connection points are identified, because the last thing you want during a severe storm is for your backwater valve to close and the water from your weeping tiles has nowhere to go and ends up in your basement. Now let's cover sump pumps. The sump pump has one job: to move rainwater away from your home's foundation. The sump pit collects water taken from your foundation drains or weeping tile, and then the actual sump pump pumps that water outside of your home and onto the surface of your lot, away from your foundation. Sump pumps that pump water into the sewer system rather than onto a porous area like your grass or garden will only increase the flow into the sewers and will cause your basement to flood. And since rainstorms and power outages often go hand in hand, you may also want to consider backup power for your sump pump. If you're having problems with your sump pump, call a licensed plumber for repair. And remember, only a licensed plumber can install a sump pump or backwater valve in your basement. Now let's talk about sewer backups and basement flooding. Why does it happen? Well, during periods of extreme rainfall, sewer pipes can become overwhelmed and fill beyond capacity. When that happens, the water travels backward in the sewer pipe and can end up in your basement. So what can you do about it? For starters, you can have a licensed plumber install what's called a backwater valve on your home's sewer line. A backwater valve helps prevent raw sewage from the city's main sewer line from backing up into your basement. The valve automatically closes if sewage backs up from the main sewer. And remember that when your backwater valve is activated, it not only keeps sewer water from backing up into your basement, but it also stops wastewater from your home from flowing into the sewer, which is why it's important not to flush, use your washing machine, or send any water down the drain when your backwater valve is activated. Because if you do, your wastewater could end up in your basement. And always be sure to maintain your basement flooding devices according to the manufacturer's instructions. One last important thing to mention is you want to make sure your backwater valve is placed properly on your sewer pipe, so the sewage backup is stopped and doesn't escape through other outlets in your basement, like sinks, toilets, showers, and laundry tubs. When you disconnect your weeping tile pipe from the city sewer system, you should always cap the end that's coming out of the ground. This will stop the pipe from being blocked and keep little critters from getting in. When you put flood prevention devices in your home, like a sump pump or a backwater valve, the city will cover up to $3,400 of your cost. It's part of Toronto's Basement Flooding Protection Subsidy program. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, I'm Bill Shea from the City of Toronto, reminding you to take these important steps to help prevent basement flooding. If you want to learn more about how to prevent your basement from flooding and want to take advantage of the Basement Flooding Protection Subsidy Program, go to toronto.ca/basement flooding or call 311.